Hello friends, and how did everybody survive the holidays? Well, we're not quite done. We still got New Year's. It is the 30th of December today, so you'll see this before New Year's. Anyway, it's been a busy holiday. Oh my heavens. Run, run, run. I didn't get everything I wanted to get done, but that's fine because I got the necessary things done. And we had a wonderful Christmas. And my grandbabies were just fantastic. And of course, Cece, our youngest, had a wonderful, oh my God, she had a ball. She was sitting with my father, who's 84, 83, 84. He'll be 84 next month. And let me tell you, we got pictures and videos, and if that wasn't the most precious thing I've ever seen, was a 7-month-old baby sitting with an 84-year-old man unwrapping presents. Fantastic. That's something she'll be able to see when she's grown up. How neat is that? And she had fun, just all smiles. And they all did. I hope everybody's got their tea or coffee or cocoa or whatever it is you're drinking. I'm drinking raspberry zinger tea today. I love tea. Anyway, I know that I said I was going to take the holidays off and spend with my family, and that I did. I did. And my husband, I just sent him off this morning to work. So pretty much my holidays are now over. Even though we got New Year's coming, that it's like just another day to me. I don't even sit up and watch the ball drop. I just kind of unwind for the start of a new year. And this year's gonna bring a lot for us here. And we've got, oh my gosh, I gotta tell you too. Anyway, I'll be off on a tangent if I don't keep my thoughts straight here. First off, we got a lot of videos coming up. I got a lot of videos that I'm going to do, throughout the year. This cookbook, A Little Homestead Pantry, is my second cookbook, and I wrote this last year, and I put it out a year ago. And I have sold a lot of copies of it. It's a really nice little cookbook. It's got all kinds of stuff in here from, money-saving tips on groceries and useful freezer tips, time-saving tips in the kitchen. It's got everything, and it's got all kinds of recipes, just tons of recipes. And all of them are geared towards budget-friendly. So with that being said, this coming year, I'm going to do, because I'm almost done with my third cookbook, and that's called Simple Homestead Living. And that cookbook has a lot of my dehydrating and canning and just basically making your own food, your own condiments, all kinds of stuff. It's just chock full of recipes in that one too. But I want to promote this, and I want to keep selling them, because that's what helps to support me. And so this year I'm going to do a lot of recipes out of this because they're easy, and it's homemade, and it is budget friendly. So I have done a lot of recipes over the past 4 years that are in this book, but we're gonna do some more, and I've got all kinds of recipes in here I'm gonna share with you in videos. So otherwise, if you are interested in buying any of these, keep an eye out now, because usually after the holidays they run sales. Now I go through blurb.com, so they pretty much cover all the printing. I mean, I got to pay for it out of each book, but when they run a sale, like say 25, 30, 40% off, they do it off the printing fee. So you'll get your book at a discounted rate. They're only $21 full price to begin with. So they're very, they're budget friendly too. So keep an eye out on the books. I've also got my Little Village Homestead Sweets, Treats, and Yummy Eats, my dessert cookbook, and they usually run sales. right after the holidays. So if you're interested in buying one, check it out. If you don't want to buy one online, Blurb is a very secure site, just so you know. But if you're the type that, you know, does not want to buy it online, just let me know. Shoot me an email, you know, make a comment, and I can sell you one. I can send one to you. So, because I've got some on hand. But anyway, we're going to be doing videos out of that. And that'll be nice. So mostly this winter, now I will do, I'll take you out and show you the chickens. It's usually, it's brutal in the winter here. And usually this time of year right now, we've got snow to our neck. We have absolutely no snow. It's been, I think it's almost 40 degrees right now outside. And it's raining. It's been raining for 2 days. Now, I don't know if it's going to cool down anytime soon or what's going on, but it's just been wild. The weather has been absolutely wild. And yesterday I went out to take care of the chickens because I do that every day, sometimes every other day. I go out there and give them their scratch and their bucket of goodies. Well, I opened that door and here they are. 2 of them come ripping right out of that coop. They wanted to run around, but there's no snow on the ground. And I thought, gosh, I need to get a little fence up. But by the time I put the fence up, we're going to be neck deep in snow. So I had to chase them back in. The little guys out there, they're doing fantastic. I am down 1. I had 3 of them. My hen hatched out 3 babies. You've seen them. I had them in here till they were pretty close to 6 weeks old. And they were severely outgrowing their box, and I just couldn't accommodate them in here. They got all their feathers, so I shipped them out to the coop. They did really good. I put them in the top part of the coop where I put my original chickens when I first got them, when they were 6 weeks old. Well, by gosh, if they didn't run down that ladder right away and mix and mingle with the other chickens, well, I lost one. I don't know if it got trampled. I mean, I've got some real docile birds. They're not, I don't have any aggressive chickens, so I'm thinking maybe they got trampled or maybe the duck went after them. I'm not sure, but I'm down 1. So the other 2, they're doing fantastic. They're doing really good in there, and they're all mixing and mingling now. And the other day, my friend Dave called me, and you all know Dave, and he said that he had 2 hens and they were black astrolorps over at his house, and if I wanted to come get them, I could have them. And I guess his buddy was going to butcher them and decided he didn't have time. And I thought, oh, thank God. I would never butcher one of my laying hens, but I thought, oh, tell him I'm coming. I'll take them and I'll save them from the butcher knife and they can come in here. So I put them in the coop. I put them in there at night when, you know, the other ones were all perched. So there was never any problem. They're healthy birds. They did just fine. And my son told me that, well, when he brought his chickens to me, they were like not molting, but they weren't producing, you know, laying eggs like they could have been. And I think they were just scared from, you know, being attacked and all that. But they finally started laying about a week ago, and I've been getting about 13 to 15 eggs a day consistently. So, and he's got 2 Easter egg chickens in there, Easter chickens, and they're laying green eggs. It's cute. Big jumbo green eggs, jumbo eggs. I couldn't believe the size of these eggs. So ultimately now, I went from having 9 hens, I now have 22 hens. 2 young ones as well, because I think the one that died was the little rooster. So, and they're barred rocks. So I think those are 2 hens. And if that's the case, I've got 22 hens in my chicken coop. And they're all doing good. And a duck called Quackers, which I need to, I want to find another, you know, I want to find a male for her. And because she lost her hubby. And that was sad. But anyway, I'd like to find a mail for her. My son said, I think they're doing so good there, Mom. I don't have the heart to take those birds back in the spring. He says, I think I'm just going to leave them there with you. And I thought, okay, that's fine with me. I'll accommodate him. So anyway, I don't know if that means he's not going to have chickens or if he's going to get, new chicks. I don't know. But anyway, with that being said, all those chickens are mine out there. And they'll all live a good life. And they won't get butchered. My mother always teases me, well, when do we get to butcher some of them chickens and have fresh chicken? I said, you're not going to butcher any of my chickens. You're not butchering my chickens. I said, stop it, Ma. You're not butchering my chickens. So, but they're doing good. And I'll take you, after the first, I'll take you out there if it's not full of snow and show you how they're doing out there. Their coop it's holding up pretty good for them. But other than that, I hope everybody had an absolute wonderful holiday. Mine was fantastic. My husband got to come home for a few days. No, he didn't make it on Christmas, but after that. And one of my wonderful, wonderful viewers on here sent a beautiful, it's a little freezer for either an RV or a truck or a camper, but it was just absolutely beautiful. And thank you. You know who you are. Thank you so much. That was a lovely gift. My husband was just enthralled. And I packed that full. And it holds a lot of food. So he's got all kinds of freezer food for out on the truck so he can have good homemade meals. And he's just excited about that. So we do want to say thank you. It was a lovely, lovely gift. I've got a lot of cards in the mail. I was so sick I didn't get a chance to send out any cards, and I feel so bad. But I do want to tell everybody who sent me cards, Christmas cards, thank you so much. I absolutely loved them. They all are special, and I keep all my cards. I have cards clear back from 15, 20 years ago. I keep them all in a box. I don't know why, but I keep all my cards. It's just how I am, I guess. But I love them, and I thought that was wonderful that friends sent me Christmas cards. But I felt bad because I didn't send any back. But I was just sick. I had all I could do to get what I needed to get done. Boy, that tea is good. Anyway, so this is kind of just a quick chit chat. Oh my gosh. My husband, I'm dangerous in a grocery store. Okay. Yeah, and I already told you that my freezer is just loaded, crammed full. I almost had to sit on it already to begin with. Well, I hit that Meijer 10 for 10 sale. I usually do a grocery haul probably once every 3-4 months. I don't do them that often. It's just my husband and I. And then my kids who, of course, shop in my pantry. But my husband said, let's go over to that Amish store in Lake City, or McBain is where it actually is. Falmouth, wherever you want to call it. And he says, let's go get some stuff for my truck. Let's get my food for my truck over there. Well, we went over there, and you don't send Renee in a grocery store. And I just have a ball. But anyway, $253 later, we come home, and I'm standing in the kitchen thinking, where in the hell am I going to put all this food? So, but we did when we went over there. We got everything that he needed for his truck. He's probably got 2 months supply of food in his truck. And we also, anytime we go over there, I always call my kids, what do you need? I'm going over there, and they'll say, oh, I need this, that, the other, pick me up whatever you want. My son always says, well, you can always use cereal, but pick me up whatever you want. So we picked up stuff for 3 of our kids, groceries for 3 of our kids, and then his truck, and then I had a little extra odds and ends that I got for the pantry. I didn't buy anything for the freezer because I couldn't fit anything. I'd have to get another freezer. And I don't need all that food. Not, you know, that's just too much. Anyway, so, but you can, your dry goods in your pantry, you can stock up on them all you want. So I did find, because I know I've been looking for, in the wintertime I like to give the chickens the whole wheat noodles, and I boil them up for them. You know, I cook them up for them. And that and oatmeal and stuff that's good for them that helps them, you know, make heat and just keeps them healthy through the winter. They need that little added protein and the extra carbs. It keeps them healthy through the winter, especially it is brutally cold as our winters get. So I'm always looking for, and it's funny because when I wasn't looking for it, I had people giving me whole wheat noodles and by the boxfuls, you know, just tons of them. I had tons of them. Well, now that I'm trying to find them for my chickens, I can't find them anywhere. But I did find some at the Amish store for 50 cents a pound. So I thought, you know what, that's good because I can boil up a cup or 2 cups or whatever and put it in with their feed and stuff, and they love it. So I picked up 2 or 3, maybe 4 of them. But yeah, I'm always telling people, if you find whole wheat noodles, holler, because I do collect them for the, I get them and I feed them to the chickens. And oatmeal. They like oatmeal too, and it's good for them. So anyway, people say, isn't that a waste that you're buying? No, it was only 50 cents. I mean, you know, I spend a lot in their feed as well, but it's just for the winter time. They can't get out and scratch around the yard and get the bugs and the ticks and all the stuff that they love to eat and the extra greens, so I have to supplement them in the winter. And the whole wheat noodles are wonderful. The greens that I buy, like I went to Meyer and I got, and it wasn't the prettiest, so I got, he discounted it for me. I got broccoli, heads of broccoli that you really, nobody would buy them. I mean, they'd sit on the shelf till they had to be thrown away. They were starting to get wilted and, you know, look a little rough. So I told the guy I feed it to my chickens, how much will you charge me for it? And he gave me an incredible deal on it. So I bought them. And then I also bought collard greens, which I never eat. I don't eat collard greens, but I bought great big bunches of collard greens for 40 or 50 cents a bundle for them. So they get their greens in the winter too. And sometimes I'll hang up a cabbage in their coop. It keeps them busy too. Keeps them healthy. But that's what I do. So, you know, I find deals and yeah, works out pretty good. Anyway, my pantry is loaded full. I finally got it organized in here again and everything put away. Now all I have to do, I did check all my jars. None of my seals are broke or anything. Everything's good in here. I just have to come through with my little bucket of water and wash down my jars. Because my house gets so dusty. It's horrible in the summertime because I'm so close to the main road out here. It gets real dusty in the summertime, but it also gets dusty in the winter. And it's like, I just almost can't keep up with it. So I always come through here once a month. Well, I didn't do this last month. It's been since October since I had been in here. And I would go shopping and just fling stuff in here, Hell West and Crooked, and wherever it landed, that's where it was. So I finally got in here, got everything organized, checked all my lids, rotated some of my stock. So now all I got to do is come in here and wash the jars down, and it'll be good. And I always tell you, I found this at Pineview. This great big thing of vegetable flakes was only $4. Huge, and it's, let's see, how much does it weigh? It weighs about a pound. So it was $4. Anyway, I usually do my own vegetable flakes, but it does take a while. And the only reason how I get vegetable flakes is when I'm done dehydrating my stuff, you know, you always have little broke pieces and little odds and ends that fall down on the bottom tray. Well, I save that because it's perfectly good. I wash it every time I dehydrate, before I dehydrate. So anything that falls down there is just leftover you know, vegetable pieces. And I usually save them. And right here. Right here are some of the ones that I've saved, and then these are the ones that I bought. And I think these got potato pieces and stuff like that. I don't have no potato pieces in here, but I do got cabbage and all kinds of goodies in that one. And that's how I save them, because I do my own veggie flakes. But I thought for $4, that's well worth it. So I grabbed that. I thought that'd be good to have. Especially because my daughter Bevy Lou, she loves to make soup. So she comes over and I can give her all kinds of goodies and some vegetable flakes and all kinds of stuff. Excuse me, she has a ball in here. Anyway, so with that being said, I got some extra applesauce. And I'm not going to use this. I mean, it's only maybe not even, no. This is a month past its expiration date. And usually they're good for a couple years after that. But there's rust around, I don't know if you can see that, probably not, but there's rust around the top of that rim. So, and that's all applesauce. And I've got like a dozen cans of them. And I'm just going to give them to the chickens. It's all unsweetened, so I don't have to worry about the sugar. But I'm going to give that to the chickens. Because I just don't want to use it with a rusty lid. Otherwise, I mean, I've got quite a bit of it in there that might be a year past the expiration date, and it's still good. It's still good, so I use it. But when it's dented or rusted, that's when it's done in my book. No more. I won't use it. So I'll feed it to the chickens, though, because I don't think the food inside there, inside the jar, is unsafe. It's just I don't like to do that. That'll be good for them in the wintertime. So, friends, I'm going to get off here. I've got a couple things left to do. I think my grandbabies are going to be coming over, 2 of them anyway. And I'm going to spend a day with them. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but videos are starting up. I've been working on videos, you know, here and there, and I've got them started up in January. I've got them scheduled to start coming out on the 2nd of January. And then we are going to do a lot of recipes out of this book. Hopefully, I will have my other book done by spring. And I know I was supposed to have it done 6 months ago, but there was no way. But anyway, because, you know, I put a lot of time in them. I put a lot of love into them. That's about it. I put a lot of love into my cookbooks. But anyway, again, if you want to buy one of these, the link to where you can buy it, the link to the blurb account is always in my description box in every one of my videos. That for this and for my Sweets, Treats, and Yummy Eats cookbook. If you don't want to buy them through the online blurb site, just contact me. Go down farther in my description box, you'll see my email, my post office box, 422. You'll see it down there. Send me a line. They're 21, let's see. They're $21 and it's $4 for shipping and handling. So if you want to buy one, but you don't want to buy it through the blurb site, send me the $21, the $4 shipping and handling, and I will shoot one out to you. So there you have it, friends. A nice little chit chat. Just short and sweet. So with that being said, I hope everybody has a lovely, happy new year. Be safe. And I will see you in January. You all have a good day.